Patrick's Day to everybody watching. And here's a shot. It's off the outside of the post early on for the Wild. Now poked along Shaw. Fitting in. Center Chaffee. Another stop Hutchinson early on in this game. More pressure. Here's Bidden across. Another save. Hutchinson. Play down in front. Shaw. Center. Another save. Chaffee in. Another stop. And Hutchinson's on it. And he holds on. 5 shots in the early going in a row for the visiting Iowa Wild. Pressure is on early here in this hockey game, and they know what they have to do. Draw one back. Here's a chance. Bidden in front. Another stop, Hutchinson. Dahlstrom to Hosang. Here's Josh Hosang. Looks ahead. Brings it in with a fake. Taken down and wanted a call. There won't be one. Shaw on the right side. And he takes a hit. That's played up to Hosang. And here comes Josh Hosang. Not going to make a mistake. In deep shoots. And trying to open the legs. And lost the puck as it was blocked in front. Chaffee to Shaw. And again, that's played up to Bidden. Here's Bidden on the right side, trying to get it to the goal. Here it's dropped back to Kuzikman. In for Bidden. Looks from the corner. Shoots. Stop Hutchinson. They score! Loose in front is Will Bidden to put it in. And the Iowa Wild open the scoring here in the first period on St. Patrick's Day. 6:51 of the first. Here's the faceoff back to center. First time these two played, a 2-1 Marley loss in Iowa. Wild lead here, 1-0. Here's Giroux, looking from the corner. Giroux, back to Camarasa. To Dewar. Kuzikman. Here's Giroux, keeping it in. Camarasa looks back to Giroux. He's in! And he's stopped by Hutchinson and went behind him. And the Marlies play it back into his equipment to hold on for a faceoff. Toronto's been sloppy so far in this St. Pat's game. Trailing 1-0. The Maple Leafs coming off a 5-4 overtime win in St. Pat's game today against the Florida Panthers. Yeah, they came back down 4-2. What a win for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is the top team for the Toronto Marlies. Here's Simela. Moves ahead, taken down. Michaelis tried to join the rush, but overskated the puck. Giroux. And that's just cleared in by the Wild. Kivihalme to it. 9 minutes to go in the period. Simela. Here comes Simela racing in, fakes in, tried to bounce that one off someone in front. Has it again, drops that back to Manel, he fires away. Walker to side, kept in, Simela, fans on the shot towards the goal, Giroux, Michaelis just held it in, fired wide. Bounced off a body in front now, Anderson, he stopped, they score! Simela, there for the tap in, this one's tied, 1-1. Now they just get that one to sneak by Baribeau. And it's a 1-1 tie here in the first period between the Marlies and the Iowa Wild. Draw one back. Toronto controls the pass to Dargajicev in. He fires, and he fired that high. Kapaka in the corner. Seuss having some trouble, and Dargajicev tries to get the puck back. It rolls out. Gervais being chased here in the zone. That's played up to Konov. Across the Suis. Here's Gervais. Gabriel has it back, and the Marlies race up the right wing and in. Dropped across. Bounces. And here comes Souces. In the zone. It goes in behind the Marley net. Biega to it first. And that's played up ahead now. Konov gives that away. Kapaka finds Carl Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom in the zone. Looks to drop it back and does in front of the net. And rolled off the Marley sticks. And the Wild have it back again. Gervais kept in by Toronto. Dargajicev. Played that to Gabriel. Looks to set up and does. Good stick there by the Wild. And a shot. Dahlstrom tipped. Baribeau with a good save. Kuzikman. Gervais. Marlies trying to keep the pressure going here. Souces taken down. Dargajicev turned over to Kana. 3 seconds to go in the period. That'll do it for one. Iowa will have a power play to start the second period. Stats in that first period. Shots or goals, 7 for the Wild, 4 for the Marlies, 1 aside. Hits 5-4 Iowa. Faceoffs 4-1 Iowa. Wild on the power play to start the second period. Tied at 1. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight on St. Patrick's Day. 1-1 after 1. We hope everyone's enjoying from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Draw one back. Here's Kuzikman. Power play for the Wild. They'll just clear it in. After it there, but Biega's there and clears it. Not out. Now it bounces along. Kopaka was going after it. Has it back again. Kopaka moves in. He's doing it by himself. Drops for Samela. In tight. Trying to get that back. In the Wild, bring it out. Kivihome with a good stick. Viega looks up ahead. Down the ice. And now Kopaka after it in tight. It rolls in behind the Iowa net. Kuzikman. Kopaka all over Iowa on this power play. Now Lazat has Shaw moving in. Great poke check by Kivihome. And he looks up ice and finds Viega. Viega to Samela, and that got by him. Lazat, 9 seconds to go in the power play. Chape in. Back to Bidden, a stop. Rebound. Big save. Hutchinson getting the pad across. Another one. And he makes all 3 stops and holds on. Now the Marlies getting a little sloppy there towards the end of the Iowa power play, but Hutchinson keeps the puck out. And we're tied at 1. Draw. 1 back by the Marlies. Their second face-off win tonight. Face-off wins are now 5-2 in favor of Iowa. Here's Michaelis. Drops that across off his stick. Anderson picks it up and fires. That's sent high. Samela back. Anderson again. He scores! What a shot by Joey Anderson. He labeled that one with no time. And the Marlies have their first lead tonight, 2-1. Beautiful place shot from a bad angle. Absolutely swapped past Barabo. 2-1 Marlies. So a big goal for Joey Anderson, and Toronto has their first lead tonight, 2-1 over the Iowa Wild. Face-off. 1 back controlled. Iowa gets the puck with Bidden. He has the only goal tonight for the Wild and brings it in here. It's poked up to Viega. Here's Alex Viega. He'll take off. Viega moving in. Fakes. Centers it across. That deflects. Barabo makes it look easy. Plays it down to Kuzikman. Over to Bidden. Being chased, and the Marlies get the puck back again. Shaw trying to get it out. Kept in Anderson. Joey Anderson to Mark Michaelis. He shoots through the traffic in front, and that was handled. Chape. Marlies keep it in with Mark Michaelis in deep in the corner. Stole it from him. Tries to drop it back. Michaelis had it again. Chape again in the corner. Michaelis gets it from him and pokes it up ahead to Anderson. Dropping that back, and he'll go to the Toronto zone. Hutchinson plays that out to Hallwell. Up on the wing to Joey Anderson. Clearing that in, far and around, to it first, Michaelis. Here's Mark Michaelis, a quick shot. Snapped on the chest of the netminder Barabo, an easy save. Lazat kept in by the Marlies. Michaelis sent it in front, off a stick, and back out come the Wild. Time running out inside the second period. We're more than halfway through the game. Toronto 2, Iowa 1. Chape to Giroux. Here's Bidden entering the zone. Bidden, a good stick, gets in. Chape to the net. Stop Hutchinson holding on with 8:07 to go in the second period. 2-1 Toronto lead. Draw here left side of the net. 1 back controlled by the Wild. Summerby stopped by Hutchinson. In the corner, Giroux. Here's Giroux. Camarasa. Dewar. He fired it off Hutchinson. Robertson. Here come the Marlies. 6.5 to go in the second period. Robertson fires, and Haribo makes the stop on that. Hosang taken down in the corner. The fans didn't like that. Here's Dewar. Crawl. Big hit. Cini back inside. Tries to get it across. Summerby. Dewar. Camarasa. 4.5 to go in the period. Camarasa to Dewar, and another stop Hutchinson. Here's Giroux. Hutchinson to stop again. McMahon. Here's Jeremy McKenna. McKenna racing on the right side. Gets it in deep into the corner. Here's Hickett's big hit. Robertson in behind the net. Centered in front. And that just missed McKenna's reach. Now a penalty coming to the Toronto Marlies. A penalty here that you don't want to take if you're the Toronto Marlies. You have a 2-1 lead late here in the second period. And now you're going to take a penalty that could give up that lead. So the faceoff will come now to the right side of the net. Here in the Toronto zone. On the power play, the Iowa Wild again. Face-off. 1 back by Toronto. Kivihome picks it up and gets it down the ice to start off the penalty kill. Picked up here by Kuzikman. He'll play it up on the wing to Shaw. And that's turned over, and Dargachinta brings it in for Toronto. Had some help with him, but it bounces into the corner. And it's turned over to Kuzikman. Time running out in this second period. Marlies 2, Wild 1. And here's Chape to Bidden across. Moving in. Gave that away. Will Bidden with the only goal tonight for Iowa. He got the scoring started. The Marlies have back-to-back goals since then. Samela and Joey Anderson, the goal scorers. Here's Dargachinta. Tries to center it in tight. Chaffee back to it as the power play running down here for the Wild. It's kicked out by the Marlies. That'll do it. Power play done. Kuzikman in the corner of the zone. Looks in, and now he'll get it ahead with 3 seconds to go in the period. And that will do it for 2. Marlies 2, Iowa Wild 1. We're through 40 minutes of 60. And Toronto with the lead. Hits are 12-7 for the Wild. Face-offs are 7-3 Iowa. Shots are 15-8 Iowa. Power plays they're 0 for 2. Toronto hasn't had any. We go to the third. 2-1 Marlies here on St. Pat's. Welcome into the third period here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Marlies have a lot of work to do to hold on to this 2-1 win, if that will be the final score. Draw play ahead, and here's Nick Robertson. He moves in, and he shoots, and Barabo makes a quick stop to start the third period. I can see the pressure put on here, and great pressure by the Toronto Marlies to start this third period, walking in with that shot. Face off, right side of the net, one back by the Wild. They'll try to get out of the zone. Bidden goes for a spin in his own end, gets it across to Chaffee. He finds Shaw, and Shaw does bring it out. Just about gave it away, though. Dahlstrom back in the Toronto zone. Robertson after Shaw took him to the corner and gets the puck from him. Stolen back by Shaw. That's Kuzikman in. Chaffee, and a stop by Hutchinson. Bidden. Here's Lazak back at the point. Poked along by Josh Hosang, but he can't get to it. Kuzikman. Bidden. Back in the Toronto zone. He's taken down by Dahlstrom. Biega. Here's Brett Seney. Almost 5 gone in the third already. Seney moving in. Here's Brett Seney to the net. And he ran out of room. Kuzikman. Back ahead to Will Bidden. That's given away Samela. He turns it over. Try to get it back. Bidden down the middle. And he lost it there. Biega to Josh Hosang. Right side and ahead. Here's Josh Hosang again. Moving in. Stopped by Barabo. Kuzikman. Camarasa in the corner of the Iowa zone. That's Wazat. Gets it up ahead to Dewar. And that's turned over Samela. Kept in by the Marlies. Michaelis. Toronto pressuring to get that puck here. And the Wild finally get it out. Dewar. 11 minutes to play. Toronto 2, Iowa 1 tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody watching. A penalty coming to Toronto as it's touched up by Mark Michaelis. Iowa back to the power play again halfway through this third period. They do a good job of creating chances and forcing penalties. And the Iowa Wild have to take advantage on this power play, still down 2-1 in this game. Draw one back, here's Summerby. Moves in for Hicketts, fires away, stopped by Hutchinson. Anderson, here's Kevin Holme, fans on the clear. Anderson picks up and does. It's just out of the zone. Hicketts cut offside for Iowa. 2-1 Marlies, 9:35 to play. Can they hold on? Here's the face-off, just outside the Toronto zone. Hits are 12 aside now. One back by the Wild, Summerby. He has Chaffee on the power play. Centered for Bidden. Shot blocked in front. Samela can't get it out. Clune back after in the corner. Chaffee to Summerby. Across the Hicketts. Stopped again. Deflects back in front. Kivihome up to Samela. Here's Samela, short-handed, moving in. Fakes his way to the net. Passed in front, and Kivihome never got to his stick. Shaw. 8.5. Power play almost done. Wild inside with Bidden again. Turn that over. Gets it back and fires. Hutchinson makes the stop. Samela. That'll do it for the power play. The Wild 0 for 3 now on the night. That bounced in front of the Wild net as they have possession. Hicketts. Here's Bidden. Poked off his stick by Samela. Kept in the zone by the Marlies to Hosang. Josh Hosang in tight. Taken down again and no call. They can hear the fans. They are not happy right now. And another penalty that should have been called to the Wild. Here it's played to Hosang. He's been taken down twice in this game with no calls. And here he comes again. Josh Hosang moving in. Nothing stops him. And a block in front. Susets on the left side. Susets enters the zone. Kapaka back out. He finds Dahlstrom. Carl Dahlstrom in it to win it. And he stopped there. And a takedown again. And another Marley penalty with 3:33 to go. Iowa back to the power play. Down 2-1 late here in the third period. Face off. Right side of the Marley goal. One back by Toronto. Crawl. Looks to Dargachintsev. Wild, they're going to look to pull the goalie on top of the power play for the extra attacker. Dargachintsev in, he shoots. Fanned on as it's sent wide. Crawl in the corner. Wazak gets it out. And finds his man Anderson, keeps it in. Anderson back to Dargachintsev in front, and the feed never made it. Giroux. Here's Dewar. Camarasa, they're going to look to pull the goalie soon for a 6-on-4. Now to the net. Centered. Stop Hutchinson. He's going to hold on with 2:15 left. And we are down to the final few minutes of this hockey game. Toronto trying to hold on for the 2 points. Unless the Wild can tie and send to overtime. Draw here. Hutchinson with 19 stops on the night. That's dropped back to Kuzikman. And that's played out. The Wild with some miscommunication. Kopecka after it. Short-handed. Here's Kopecka. Gets the puck. Goes for a spin. And gave that away. Camarasa. 10 seconds to go in the rush. Here's Giroux. Good stick by Giroux. Camarasa. Blockers stop Hutchinson. Last minute of play in the third period. Here from behind the goal. They're trying to center. Stopped by Hutchinson. Marlies only up by a goal, and we're in the final minute. Here's Samela. Moves in. He has Robertson with him. Rolls off his stick. Camarasa has it back. They're going to look to pull the goalie now, and they do. In deep in the corner, 40 seconds left. Here from the corner in front, Camarasa moves in. Backhand block, a shot stop. Rebound. Hutchinson with both saves. Marlies trying to clear. Cini from his own end. Off the boards and just misses the empty net. It'll go for icing with 30 seconds left. Toronto 2, Iowa 1. It's been a very tight game here on St. Patrick's Day. Very low-scoring game, and draw one back here by the Wild. On this face-off, Lizotte. He finds Turgeon. Center of the shot. Stop Hutchinson. He plays it down. Robertson from his own zone. In the corner. That's turned over. The Wild pressing here late. Dahlstrom picks it up, and he gets it down the ice. Another race to the puck. Icing. 12.4 seconds left. Toronto up 2-1. They only got to survive 12 more seconds. Here comes the face-off. Hosang trying to win it. The draw coming. One back, Wild control, Shaw to Kuzikman. Has Bidden in front for Shaw. He fired it wide. 7 seconds. Big hit. Lizotte has Robertson. Played to Cini. Brett Cini with 2 seconds to go. To the empty net. 3-1. And that'll do it. It's a buzzer beater empty net goal. And the Toronto Marlies make it 3-1. A big goal here. Yeah, a very big goal. And Toronto's going to win it. What a hockey game here for the Toronto Marlies. You have that lead, and 2-1, you get the empty net, literally with a buzzer beater. And a 3-1 final score will be the final tonight on St. Patrick's Night for the Toronto Marlies. A win here at home and a 3-1 defeat on the Wild, who beat the Marlies earlier in the season 2-1, so the Marlies got revenge. And their next stop on home ice, if you're wondering who the opponent is, we can tell you right now. Their next opponent will be the Colorado Eagles. So they come to town next. Toronto takes this one of a final score 3-1 against the Iowa Wild.